what's the deal with the calories involved with my first meal of the day in which I officially break my fast? Hi, in case you're new here, I'm Slick Nick, your personal keto bro. And no, I'm not a doctor, a dietitian, a nutritionist, a personal trainer, just some random guy who's wishing to get down to 17% body fat by the time I turn 40 ideally, which is less than 2 months from now. So we're gonna look at how I break my fast each day at 2. Yes, I do have some keto coffee and apple cider vinegar leading up to it, but as far as truly breaking that fast and consuming protein, which is going to finally cause my insulin to spike a decent amount after 2 o'clock, let's take a look at that. So here's what I start with. I start out with a serving of kimchi, which ultimately is technically really kind of no nutrition really. I mean, there's no fat in it, there's 1 gram of protein, there's 2 carbs, but I mean, this is healthy probiotic stuff, which if you're true keto, you're paying attention to those probiotics. And I just can't imagine counting calories or nutrition for something like this, even though technically it would cause my insulin to spike because of the gram. That's not how it works with keto. You're looking at the overall picture of how your body's going to react with that. Then I also have a salad and I put it in this bowl, and for the most part I'm not counting vegetables because the carbohydrates are so much healthier anyway that the fiber is going to offset it. So this is the salad that I use. I mean, I fill that bowl to the top just to kind of give you a concept of how big this is. Let me see. Here's a jar of some coconut oil. I mean, it's a pretty big bowl. Okay, so in this, here's what I'm going to put in addition to the lettuce. I'm going to put, and I keep on freshening these mushrooms. Those have leptins in them, which will allow my body to further keep from feeling hungry, because there's ghrelin, which actually is the hunger hormone that makes you hungry, which carbs do. But then there's certain things you can eat, mushrooms, that keep you from getting hungrier even as you are eating, because once you start eating protein, then your insulin spikes so you get hungry even though you're eating. Well, this brings that down even more. So I also cut up some jalapenos. I'm all about adding spicy food into what I eat too, just to kind of help boost the metabolism. I always get the spicy kimchi. I also do guacamole as well. I do 2 tablespoons of this, which is a serving, and that way I'm getting, it's a cheap and easy way to get my fat in from avocados, because I don't want to keep up with having to nurse avocados all the time. So then here is my sunflower seeds, which are a great amount of fat. I'll sprinkle a little bit of this in, Parmesan cheese, but I don't really even count the calories for that. And then I also put a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil in there as well. So it's basically like, instead of doing salad dressing, I add the olive oil and the avocado. There's a lot of fat in that. And then I'll do salt and pepper as well. So that's how my salad works. And then I will have some pasture-raised eggs. I like this brand specifically. This is my favorite. What is this? Vital Farms. So I'll have 3 of these eggs. These are always brown with really yellow yolks. So I do that. I cook them in. Right now I'm really appreciating the coconut oil. It's coconut butter basically. It's just coconut oil with butter flavor in it. So that's what I'm preferring. When I run out of this, I might just switch back to regular coconut oil. But the concept is, I'm already getting the olive oil in my salad, so I just want to diversify my healthy fats and oils, so that's why I switched to coconut for the eggs. So let's do a breakdown of how many calories and nutrition are in my first meal of the day. I really only have 2 real meals a day, but in that first one, here's what we're looking at. So the salad, the eggs. I also add some nutritional yeast, which is hardly any calories, but I also add that too as well. And then also, after I finish the salad eggs, I'll have some nuts, which is just what, 2 tablespoons worth. So when we add all of this up, we're looking at 535 calories, 77.5 grams of fat, 3 carbs, and 8 grams of protein. So that's my real first meal. I'm finally allowing my insulin to spike a little bit here at lunch, but still keeping the carbs very low. I mean, 3 carbs technically. 535 calories, but 77 grams of fat and 18 grams of protein. Now, ideally, I'm going to have double the amount of fat as I am protein. And you'll think, well, that's not double. 77.5 grams of fat and then only 18 grams of protein. But keep in mind that later on in the day, I do have meat with dinner, and that's going to change from day to day. But we'll take a look at that in its own video. That's how ultimately it balances out to where I have double fat, half protein. Your comments belong right here.